good, the bad, and the gossip with John, Jay, and Rich.
Let's do some GBG.
Okay, so we'll start off by congratulating Mark Wahlberg, who is now a high school graduate.
She wasn't before.
The 42-year-old actor received his diploma in June. Yes, he's got 4 kids. They were a big motivation for him to go back and get his high school diploma. He says, you know, if the kids at one point came to him and said, you didn't do it, why do I have to do it? Now they don't have that excuse anymore. So congratulations to Mark Wahlberg. That's a big milestone in his life. Now, yesterday I shared the story with you about Dina Lohan, who she was arrested for a DUI. She's due in court later on this month. And we always love to hear how her ex feels about her situations, because in the past, Michael Lohan hasn't really censored himself, right? He's very aggressive when he talks about Dina Lohan. But I think that the family therapy sessions that they did while Lindsay Lohan was in rehab kind of really hit home with Michael Lohan, because I think we're seeing a totally different Michael Lohan. He was just interviewed about Dina's recent DUI, and I'll let you hear the clips for yourself and then tell me if you have the same sentiment. But I think he's kind of turned over a new leaf. They asked him how he felt when he heard the news.
I was shocked, but at the same time, when people keep doing the same thing over and over again, sooner or later it catches up to you. So, when people say it's only a matter of time, I guess it was. But you know what? As sad as it is, it can work out for her benefit, like it did for me, like it did for Lindsay. And sometimes you have to have that epiphany in your life, that arrest or that one experience that'll, make you turn it around.
You know what hasn't changed is that somebody in his family has gotten in trouble, and he's right there doing an interview about it.
Well, I know. But usually he's like, this is the problem. Dina's the only problem. This is why Lindsay has issues. But he also he took some responsibility when he was asked what he thinks will happen to Dina.
The unfortunate part is that in Nassau County, and like in a lot of other states and counties, there's a zero tolerance. So if she is found guilty or pleads guilty, she loses a car. And, it's her means of transportation. It's my son Cody's means of transportation to get to school in the morning. So other people are affected by it. And Lindsay's been affected by things in my life, in Dina's life. I don't want Cody to be affected.
I mean, at the very least, he's trying.
It's passive aggressive.
He's trying a little harder.
He's trying to be like,
no.
Well, I don't get busted anymore. She did. I'm probably the better parent.
I think he's turned over a new leaf.
No way.
Let me ask you this. Is there anybody listening that has more family drama than the Lohans? 877-937-1047. So just want to know, dad's, whatever the dad is, the mom's a drunk, daughter's all messed up, the kids, other daughter's messed up.
They have to make a case for the Kardashians right now just because they've got a crystal meth addict right now.
Okay, that's one though.
Yeah.
And then the mom, did you see that bikini picture of the mom yesterday?
No.
Of Kris Jenner? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Kris Jenner, yes.
She looks so good.
Goodbye to summer. And then she's like in the pool with her blue swimsuit.
She looked good, man.
Well, I have to say it was a big deal over the weekend. The big fight, Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. And a lot of people were making wagers or bets, as we like to call them. Snoop Lion was one of those, but he didn't bet money. When Snoop Lion makes bets, he bets with weed. Right?
Oh, my goodness.
Surprise, right?
That's currency.
He won the bet and showed off his winnings on Instagram, a garbage bag full of the green stuff.
Right on. Party at Snoop's.
Yeah.
Bring your hat.
He wrote, thanks to the champ, Money May, for winning me a pound from my Mexican buddy Louie. You are pound for pound the best, and gonna smoke to that. Ha, ha, ha.
I'm no drug dealer, but I've seen a lot of movies. Like, if you have a pound of marijuana, isn't that like a lifetime in prison?
I think so, yeah.
Isn't that like what they call
they bust you for ounces, so.
They call it, like, intent to distribute? Do you have that much?
I don't know how he gets away.
Look, I said, does anyone have a more messed up life than Lindsay Lohan's family? Look at every line.
Phones are going nuts.
Every line.
Oh, my goodness.
This should be fun.
Liam Hemsworth and Miley Cyrus, they have officially called off their engagement. We found out 2 days ago she stopped following him on Twitter, and that was like the big sign. They just were waiting for the right time to make the announcement, and their reps have come forward and said, yes, they have called it off. They are not getting married. Surprise, surprise, not really. We kind of saw this one coming from a mile away.
Well, he didn't want to be known as Billy Ray Cyrus' son-in-law.
Yeah, and Liam Hemsworth, he's already moved on. He was seen out in Vegas with a 23-year-old actress. I think her name is Itza Gonzalez. They spent most of the night in intense conversation at the club together. At 2 a.m., they left together, if you will. Now, this is number 4 in 1 week that he's apparently hit on. People are suspecting January Jones is lurking in the sidelines, waiting for things to cool down. Some people have speculated that Liam Hemsworth may be the baby daddy to January
That
Jones'
would break up an
baby.
engagement, don't you think?
Yeah.
If your fiance's having babies with other stars from Mad Men, you got to break up.
Of course, some people say the stories will come out in the next couple of days that Liam Hemsworth wasn't the only one cheating while they were engaged. There's going to say that stories will start surfacing about Miley not being the most faithful while they were both wearing those. Well, she was wearing the engagement ring, but yes, you know what I mean. So we'll wait and see what happens. But either way, they are done for good. And from what I hear, neither one of them wants anything to do with each other.
Question, do you think they broke up just because of the single wrecking ball coming up? That they're going to break up anyway, and they just timed it so that her single gets more heat behind
And
it?
his movie that's coming out like in a week.
Do you think they timed it like,
Convenient for them.
we know we're going to break up. We know it's going to work out. Let's try to get some mileage out of it.
There's a lot of PR they got to go to. They're going to probably get written up if they're not there together at the Hunger Games premiere in London and the United States and her thing with her. So they probably said, let's just wrap this up.
Because when you think about it, the January Jones rumors, those have been around for months. I mean, this is going on, 6 months of that? And just now they're finally breaking up?
We have his brother on the air in the next couple of days.
Her single comes out and 2 weeks before his movie comes out. I find the timing suspicious.
Do you think that when we get his brother on, Chris, in the next day or two, the people are going to say, no talking about Miley and Chris
100%.
I
Hemsworth?
guarantee it.
Yeah, definitely. On our website right now, johnjaneRich.com, if you type in the keyword GBG, if you missed Dancing with the Stars last night, Snooki was a shocker of the evening. There's some video recap there for you, johnjaneRich.com, keyword GBG.